Hi everyone, welcome to Adam's 3 a.m. rabbit hole. So before I get this video started, I just want to say this is going to be a more serious topic, and I have done some research and I've watched videos online about it. So it's not going to be like my funny episode videos or like my If I Was in a Blank series. It's a serious topic. So before I continue any further, I'm gonna give a trigger warning for SA, child neglect, and just overall people being shitty. Alright, let's get into it. So if you've been on TikTok for a hot minute, you'll know about the family of 6 going on 7 living in the 1-bedroom apartment. There are 4 kids with 1 on the way, plus the 2 parents. And the problem is the parents get the 1 bedroom with like a queen or king size bed, while the 4 children are sleeping on foam mattresses on the floor in the living room / kitchen. Also, I want to say they also live with like 4 cats, and the kids are sleeping near litter boxes. The cats had fleas, the cats had rashes, the kids had lice for not 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, months. They had lice for months. When someone gets lice, you immediately treat it. You get lice shampoo, you get kill the lice. Like, there's no reason your kid should have had lice for 3 months. Also, I'm a big cat lover. I love cats. I had my own cat for 15 years. But you should not be having pets if you can barely take care of your kids. I get wanting to rescue kittens who need a good home, but you can not take care of your kids, and now the kids are getting sick from the fleas that the cats have, so you're not even taking care of the cats either. It's a big problem. Currently, the kids have bunk beds or like taller beds now, but that's not because the parents went out and bought beds for them. That's because someone genuinely, naively, I don't know what I would say, donated bunk beds to them by buying it off their Amazon wish list. I also want to add, even though they have bunk beds, it's still the foam mattresses. It's not any improved quality mattresses. As someone on TikTok pointed out, moisture still can get into the bed. So it's not much of an improvement, but it's something, but it wasn't even because of them. Which I'm going to talk more about their Amazon wish list later. But you couldn't go out and buy beds for your kids, but you had to have someone donate it to them. I get being in a hard place, but you've been in this position for 3 years. At any time, you could move the kids into the bedroom. And she actually commented, the mother, on this reason. And I don't know if it was like an excuse, but she's like, oh, they couldn't have all this personalization and customization of their space if they were in the bedroom. I'm like, being safe in a bedroom so an intruder comes in, can't break in and harm their children, is better than a little bit more extra personalization. So it's such a BS excuse. The 2 biggest concerns of this family is the dad has a PS5, and people are saying, which I kind of agree with, to sell the PS5 to buy kids bunk beds or buy beds for themselves. Also, to talk about the Amazon wish list, I looked through it. Most of the things looked like necessity, like clothes for the kids, shoes for the kids, the bunk beds. But one of the things on the wish list, which someone bought, by the way, the Amazon wish list was fully bought out, was a ring light. Your kids are sleeping on the floor for 3 years in a 1-bedroom apartment while you have a queen size bed, and you thought you should ask strangers on the internet to buy you a ring light? Like, lady, get your priorities in check. The second issue is, why are they sleeping in the living room? Why can't you move them into bunk beds into the bedroom? Which I agree. I think the mother and father, should sleep on a pull-out couch and the kids should go in the bedroom. The third issue I want to bring up is the father doesn't have a full-time job. I get maybe the mother wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, but the father works DoorDash, and they call his job gigs, like, oh, he went on a gig later on, and then he comes home and plays on his PS5, and he takes big helpings of food while his kids get small portions. Also, the kid that he had, so she had 2 daughters, he had a son, and then they had 2 more kids of their own. He also has another son before that with another woman, and he doesn't want to get a job, so he doesn't have to pay her child support. And the mom on TikTok has come out and said, yes, this is with receipts of proof that that was her baby daddy, essentially, and that he doesn't want to pay child support, and he's not paying child support.
Actually, he has more than one son. Hi, I'm the first baby mama. I'm absolutely embarrassed the fact that that's my sperm donor. Walked out of his son's life when he was 2. Okay, hasn't seen his son since he was 5, and that's because I reached out to him to come to his kindergarten graduation. Child support, but he has a PS5.
On the subject of jobs, I did mention earlier in my video getting why the mother would want to stay home as a stay-at-home mom, but she says she wants to make TikTok her job and making content based on her kid's life her job, which I find really disturbing and sad that you want to make content off of your kids suffering, basically, your kids sleeping on the floor, basically you being made out to be horrible people, and you're like, yeah, this is content, and this, you should give me money and views and give me content for this. And also, she's been trying to make this TikTok thing work for 3 years, and the only reason she went viral is because people saw the horrible living conditions her children were living in. And if that's how you're getting your money, that is problematic. But you thought, oh, the dad is the worst? Hear about the mom. I found a video saying she was smoking while pregnant, but that's not even the worst of it. Also, sorry, this is editor Adam here. I keep forgetting and leaving out parts and editing parts in, so sorry if the video is a little bit choppy. The mom has an ex-husband or current husband. According to the internet, they are still married, and boy, is he a shitbag. Apparently, according to police records, he sexually assaulted a 7-year-old, a minor under 14, and his own mother. And according to some sources online, she knew about that and still married him, and she's still legally married to him, even though she called the guy she's living with all these kids her hubby. That's not her husband. Lastly, this is not me defending this family, by the way, but I just want to say I don't think they are entirely the worst parents in the world. I will admit, I've seen a lot of her cooking videos. She does do 3 meals a day, so that it's good, and she tries to make balanced diets, but that's not saying much. Food and shelter and clothing are the basic necessities for living. If you look at that pyramid, it's like self-fulfillment needs, safety. She's fulfilling the bare minimum for her kids. But like deep down, I fully believe that she does care to a certain capacity about her kids. I think the kids could definitely have it a lot worse, but it could be a lot better, and they really need to do better and improve. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a more serious topic than my normal, like I said, episode videos, what I would be in this series, me talking about musicals in general. I might do more serious content like this. I kind of want to do more talkative videos where I talk about things on the internet that bother me, or rabbit holes that I go down, which this was one of them, by the way. So, yeah.